Race is just about to start. This will be the AR3-Open Men's 4 minutes. I'll hand you back to Russell and sorry, not Russell, Will and Warren.
Thank you very much, Jack. Yeah, it's a great start there. So I got so excited there, Will. Sorry, I stepped over the top of you. But look at the start there from David Vinci in lane 4. On 36 strokes a minute at a 1:32. That's certainly a great way to start the race, Will.
It really is. So we've got 15 athletes entered here. Well, I think just about 10 or so in the field in this AR3 Open category. So, and we're still looking in our adaptive classifications, but all in one category here. So some serious medals on the line, and it's really tight out in front. Ashim Fall and David Vinci, only 2 meters separating them, but only 5 meters separating the top 4, and they're all pulling splits in the 130s at the moment. They're just coming through the meter marker. We're going to be looking at distances around about 1,200, 1,300 meters for this one.
I really do think so, with its big numbers being put in from the very start of this race. What's impressing me here as well is Achim Val is putting in a great split. He's a great rate at the top there. There's Ben Gallagher for you. Look at the rate. He's at 26. He's holding a long, strong form. He's on a 138. That's why he's quickly approaching the 500 meter mark here. Go on, Ben. He's really putting the power in there. It's great to see him on camera. But it's a really tight race for that top 4, as we can see there. It's just starting to stretch out now. Francesco Saverio Di Donato sitting on a 32, a 138. He rose out of the Accademia del Remo e dello Sport, which is based in Naples Bay in Campania region. And that wants to be the centre for parasports in Italy. It's great. And he is actually 1 metre just behind Ben Gallagher. He's just trying to come in, and there he goes across the 600 metre mark on the halfway point. Now, this is going to be a really interesting point in the race, Will. And they're both only a few metres behind Achim Fall of We Are Invictus. And, well, what these guys are going to start doing, I think we're going to see some really interesting power plays here, Will.
Yeah, and it's interesting when you're doing a timed race rather than a distance race, you can really get that pacing spot on. You can say, right, for this 1 minute, I know exactly what I'm going to try and pull, and you've got those really distinct markers. But the Italian is having a really good paced race, and I think in the next couple of seconds we're maybe going to see the Italian, there we go, poke his little virtual boat in lane number 9 into the lead. He's got a higher stroke rating than the other 2 athletes fighting out for the podium, and he's still got a split down in the 130. So I think we're going to see Francesco's lead continue to grow as we come up towards the last minute of this race.
Absolutely, he's just timed it very well there. As we come into the last minute of this race, he's sitting on a 32 strokes a minute, 1 minute 38. Certainly the fastest one out there at the moment. Achim Bell just trying to keep up the distance there, but it's going to be ever so tight now. As these two both approached the 1,000 metre mark. I think you might be bang on the money there with the metre prediction there, Will. Ben Gallagher, you can see him on the right. He's just on 32. He was 4th yesterday in the 2,000 metres at 6:58.7. So he's doing really well in this AR3 Open event for the men's. You can see him there. But now Achim Fall is just trying to bring those meters down as we come towards the last 30 seconds of this race. But Di Donato is sitting very comfortably there on a 34 stroke a minute, 1:36. He's putting the power down. He's doing it at a rate, but he's doing it. He's keeping the foul away, and he's building that distance once again. Looking for that 1,250 metre mark, which is quickly approaching from the right of your screen. Might just get there just before the seconds finish in this race. Well, he just got there ahead. 12:33 is the score there. We'll get that confirmed later. We had a great race plan there from Di Donato, Will.
Yeah, really, really even pacing. Kept in those 130s most of the way. Had a little bit left for a sprint at the end. But some really good performances all the way down. Very tight racing around sort of between 4th through to 6th. You can see Ben Gallagher there on the screen. Fantastic effort by him in that AR3 Open category.
Ben, can you... Oh, sorry. Thought we could say hello there.
Oh, that was a great race. I was watching those first top 2 positions, and I was wondering how it was going to pan out. It's so tight at the top, and I'm delighted to say actually that Ben Gallagher is able to join us. Hi Ben, how was that race for you?
Oh, hard work. Yeah, it was good. So used to racing sort of longer distance, 2K, 5K.
So this is my first ever 4 minute best effort. So yeah, didn't know what to expect. Yesterday I started off a bit too strong on the 2K. I thought I'd slow it down a bit with my sort of pace this morning off the start line. But no, it was good. Tried to maintain it for a while and keep it going. So yeah, it was good.
Fantastic. Well, switching from those longer distances to your first ever 4 minute race, how did you alter your training for today?
So I did a bit of interval sort of training, a little bit more sprint sessions with a more drawn out rest between each one, so short, sharper sprints and then a bit more of a drawn out recovery between each set, just to be able to build that sort of short speed really.
And in terms of cooling down now, Ben, what is it going to be? Just pacing around the room, getting some energy drinks inside you?
Yeah, a bit more time on the rower, and then out for a walk, I think, in the nice fresh air, followed by a nice lunch, I think.
Well, thank you very much for joining us. Enjoy your walk and your lunch, and best of luck for the rest of your weekend. We hope you have a great rest of your Sunday.
That's great, thank you very much.
Wow, that
well,
race
there
was
you go,
really,
Ben
really
Gallagher.
close, I'm not going to say.
So I think we're just shortly awaiting